been doing some serious lagging on this Mustang. Ever since I did the suspension, I got kind of lazy, because the next step would have been to do the hood and the rear deck lid, but I do a lot of body work at work, so I got kind of lazy. But today, I'm going to do it. Last time I had an update on this, I got the gaps nice and good, but I noticed in some certain areas, the edge is a little down, so I'm going to get a slide hammer and pull it up, because I don't want any thick edges on there. And I need to use my stud gun in a couple spots. I see a low spot right here, and there's a couple more. I see a little imperfection right here, and I don't want to mud that, so and I want to take care of it before I mud, so I'm going to file that down. To mix filler, I use dry cardboard when I'm at home. Well, my Bondo board, which is aluminum, is at work, so I'm using dry cardboard, which is fine. And I want to mix enough so I can get this deck lid in one shot and do my initial coat. My initial coat will be sanded with 40 grit, probably with the inline sander, and then I'll finish that coat off by hand with a big block, 24-inch block with 40 grit, and then I'll top coat it with the same filler with some plastic honey in it. And that'll be my final coat. I always try to aim for 2 coats, no more than that. And when I do my initial coat, I like to not have it so thick, because when you lay it on thick, you're going to have lots of voids and air bubbles. You don't want that. So in order to accomplish that and be done with my filler work in 2 applications, that means the metal work has to be very good. So after years of knowing how much filler covers what in terms of the depth of the ding, I got my process pretty down to where I could work it to a certain amount where I'm pleased, and I know 2 coats, thin coats of filler will take care of it, and that's the idea. So even though this is my first coat, you'll see it's not going to be very thick, and good metal work allows me to do that. So, since it's kind of hot, I'm not going to put in the full 4%, so I don't want it to harden up on me. But we'll do that right there. And I want to make sure it's mixed up very good, because if it's not, you're going to have little soft spots and it'll never cure, and it's pretty shady work to be doing that. So mix your Bondo good till the color is nice and consistent, and there's no light spots or streaks or anything. It's just all one color, and that's when you know it's mixed. And since it's so hot, it's go on real thin, real nice. Before this filler is completely cured, I want to hit it with 40 grit, because at this point it can come out really fast and it won't create a lot of dust. If I wait too long, it'll get too hard and be too hard to sand. I'm not mixing as much, so I'm going to put more hardener in it. And that way it dries quicker. So, even though the aim is to try to do all the filler work in 2 shots, it's not always the case. And these spots right here are from the edge of the spreader. This right here was just trying to fill in some low spots that remained, and in that corner was from the spreader as well. So we'll sand this down with 40 grit, and then we'll final coat it. I'm going to mix the filler and add this plastic honey in here for the final top coat. And this is going to get rid of any pinholes, and it's going to allow me to spread it nice and smoothly. Then I mix it up, and once I got the honey and the filler mixed up together, then I add my hardener. The rear deck lid turned out pretty good. However, there was a low spot right here, right around where the hinge is. To me, that's a red flag, because I handled that little piece and it came back, and I know why it came back. And the area is a dead giveaway right by a hinge, because when you look at how the deck lid opens, the momentum of the deck lid wants to keep going that way, but the hinge stops it, so it pulls the frame this way, and where it's glued, it's pulling the skin down. And that's why I fixed the dent, the ding, thought it was all gone, and then it came back. Let the deck lid open a couple times and check your progress.